Hello, beautifuls. I wanted today to expand a little bit on our conversation that we had a few days ago about navigating in a new way. Rather than relying on our conscious knowledge, tapping into our heart center and our higher knowing. And I got a lot of feedback and some questions following that. And there are many people who were having trouble understanding that concept of, rather than relying on our conscious mind, to go within. And it makes sense because our conscious mind perceives, it reasons, it has every experience we've ever had is cataloged in our memory banks. Our brain is responsible for our thoughts, actions, and feelings. And so the logical conclusion would seem to be that, yes, it would be a great way in which we would, or a great tool in which we could use to navigate our experience. But I want to talk today about our innate wisdom. Our brain, very efficient, wise, yet less smart and less informative than our innate wisdom. This innate wisdom is within every cell of our being. It is part of who we are. Each and every one of us have it. As a matter of fact, it connects each and every one of us, and it knows everything about everything. It has the ability to provide information on things we have yet to experience. That is simply something that our brain cannot do. Our brain can only provide information on things that have been experienced and what we can reason through. And to provide an example of how effective this innate knowledge is, I'd like to talk about kinesiology and muscle testing. So we might contract a disease, and that disease will enter our body and can start to ravage our body. And yet our brain, as wise as it is, has very limited knowledge to our body. And our brain will not pick up that we have a disease until something in our physicality changes or we start experiencing pain. And at that point, the brain still does not know it is a disease or what kind of disease it is. It simply knows that there's a problem. Yet, when we do muscle testing, we can know immediately when that disease has entered our body, and we can narrow it down to what type of disease it is. Look to the example of kinesiology and testing for allergies. We can actually test and get a yes or no answer whether somebody is allergic to, let's say, food or something in their environment, something that they have never even experienced before. And through the wisdom within our cells and that chemical reaction, we are able to get a yes or no answer. That is something that our brain simply cannot do. This innate knowledge is often referred to as our smart body. It is directly connected to our DNA. It is connected to our evolution. And I'm not referring to evolution as in the creation theory. I am referring to it as in it's connected to the changes we make as individuals, as societies, and throughout the world. It is in each and every one of our cells, and it is broadcasting quantum energy. And the thing about it is, the information that it has not only is about our health, it governs our entire well-being. what it is we actually need. It has access to that information, something that our brain is not able to obtain. Now, we need to tap in, obviously, to this innate knowledge in order to benefit from it. And there are many ways that we can do that. And if you'd like to learn more, please feel free to message me or check out my website. But when you think about this innate knowledge that is in me and is in you, that connects you and me to each other, and is a direct connection to the universal energies that can provide us information and guidance in aspects and portions of our life that we have had no previous experience to. I don't know about you, but for me, I feel that having that type of knowledge guide my experience would be more beneficial than simply relying on my conscious knowledge and on the brain. And of course, if we combine the two, we're unstoppable. I thank you so very much for sticking with me if you have all the way to the end for this perspective. I know that some of these ideas are new to some of you, maybe to many of you, and I do appreciate you taking the time to expand your thought processes. And until we speak again, please be well.